Ibinahagi nga ng P-Pop Music Awards ang nasabi nga pong pagwawagi ng SB19 bilang Album of the Year, ang Simula at Wakas. And bakit nga ba ang Simula at Wakas ang napili ng 10th P-Pop Music Awards na album? Bakit sila ang nakasungkit nito? Anyway, presenting the winner for Album of the Year dahil wala nga ang SB19 at sila ay nasa ibang bansa dahil sa kanilang mga engagement. Kaya ang tumanggap ng nasabi nga pong trophy or award na ito ay ang Board Auditor of the Association of Tourism Officers of the Philippine ATOP and the head of Lumban History, Arts, Culture, and Tourism, Mr. Jason M. Lagrada, together with the CEO of Miracle Barley, Ms. Beverly Estrada. The album with a cohesive theme, strong songwriting, production value, and critical acclaim. The success of the album, including sales, streams, and downloads, notably the album that features tracks with outstanding achievements in music creativity, production quality, and commercial success. Album of the Year goes to Simula at Wakas SB19, composer Jan Paulo Nase, record producer, nakalagay na po dyan, at syempre ang mga nakasama nga po ng SB19 para maging possible po ang nasabing album na ito. Hindi ito ang unang awards ng Simula at Wakas album dahil napakarami na nga po ang awards na nasungkit ng SB19 para sa nasabi nga pong album. At ngayon naman ay ang Wakas at Simula na namamayagpag na rin, hindi lamang dito sa Pilipinas, kundi sa bawat bahagi ng mundo. Samantala, nung unang ilabas nga at madinig ng mga fans ang SB19 song Wakas, inisip nila kung saying goodbye na ba ito? Mula sa naging pahayag ng isang Facebook post na si Sofia sa Facebook ni Sofia PHR page. Medyo mahaba kaya atin na lang pong babasahin. I didn't expect that a song as beautiful and as painful as Wakas would end up causing this kind of anxiety in the fandom, and yet here we are. Lately, I've been seeing fan theories framing Wakas as a goodbye song, as if SB19 is quietly preparing us for an ending. I get it. We listen, we interpret, we connect dots. That's part of being a fan. But this narrative, hindi siya nakakatuwa. Hindi siya exciting for me. It feels heavy in the wrong way. Nakaka-trigger ng anxiety, and honestly, it feels unnecessary. Because if you really look at it, if you really listen, Wakas was never about saying goodbye. Kaya nga Wakas at Simula, hindi siya dulo. It's a turning point. If there's a theory that actually makes sense to me, Wakas was born during one of the darkest chapters of SB19's journey. The time when they were fighting for their name, when they couldn't even call themselves SB19. And if you go back to the lyrics with that context, everything hits differently. Di ko na makita pa ang liwanag na dati malaya, unti-unting kumupas lahat ng kulay. That's not farewell energy. That's loss. That's confusion. That's what it feels like when something you built, something you are, is slowly being taken away from you. Then the chorus, kung lahat may hanggan, pwede bang wag mo na akong bitawan? That's not letting go. That's begging to hold on, and maybe that's why it hurts so much, because Wakas doesn't dramatize endings. It captures the moment right before one. Yung punto na pagod ka na, ubos ka na, pero kumakapit ka pa rin. Hayaan mo na muna akong pumasan ng iyong bigat. It's love, it's loyalty, it's sacrifice. And then the question that breaks everything, ito na ba ang wakas? Hindi siya statement. It's fear. And I think this is where I need to say this. Hindi lang bilang fan, kundi bilang saksi sa era na yon, because I was there. I was there during the Voice Generations taping when Stel cried after 4 tenors were booted out and had to choose vocal mix. He cried for a good 10 to 15 minutes, tuloy-tuloy, hagulgol. At that time, wala kaming idea why, But for me, parang di naman normal ang iyak niya sa coach na nag-alis ng contestant basta ibang iyak yon. After that, doon namin nalaman wala na ang PubMat ng SB19. Bakit mabubura sa face ng Earth ang pangalan ng isang sikat na boy group? It meant something deeper, something was happening. The next day, I watched the TM Butuan live stream and when they sang Ilaw, sobrang sakit. Ramdam mo yung bigla na hindi nila masabi yung sakit na hindi nila pwedeng i-explain, kaya idinaan na lang sa kanta. I wanted to hug them but I couldn't. Then, Fusion Music Fest happened. May mga 80 na hindi naman dapat pupunta. People who usually prefer exclusive SB19 events but showed up last minute kasi ramdam namin kailangan nila kami. At doon, sunod-sunod silang pinatayan ng sound at ilaw, or imagine that, a group already grooved through something heavy tapos paulit-ulit nawawala ng mic at ilaw on stage. But they didn't stop, they performed gento a cappella, they kept going, kailangan na silang patayan ng mic para lang tumigil. That wasn't just performance, that was fighting. At noong pangatlong beses silang namatayan ng sound, Pablo said, parang ayaw nyo kaming pag-perform in. And they sang Freedom, the version I don't think I'll ever forget it. I cried so hard for my boys because we all knew they weren't free. The irony of singing Freedom habang nakakadena pa rin sila, it broke something in all of us. And at that moment, all we could do was hope that one day they'd sing that song the way it was meant to be sung, free. Then came the cancelled concerts. Some 18 even traveled abroad hoping against hope that the shows would still push through, only for the cancellations to be announced the next day. It was too painful. Hindi man ako kasama sa mga nagpunta abroad pero grabe yung waiting game. The uncertainty was never-rocking. Could they still take their name back? Wala na bang SB19? Would they have to relaunch under a new name and start from scratch? I mean, we would follow and support them even if they were called Limang Bano. Pero sobrang sayang kung mapubura ang SB19. Then came the Asia Artist Award 2023. Hindi ako dapat pupunta, mahal ang ticket but I still went kahit cheapest seat because I wanted to be there. Kahit pa no name sila. Kahit isa-isa silang i-introduce as Josh, Ken, Stel, Justin, and Pablo. Because at that point, hindi na tungkol sa pangalan. It was about standing with them. And then, before the event, nagkaroon ng agreement. They got their name back. SB19 stood on that stage as SB19 and showed to everyone why they deserve the stage. They serve gritty choreography and monstrous live vocals. May gustong patunayan ang SB19. It was a victory for them and us kasi at the back of my mind, alam kong hindi sila pababayaan ng Diyos. And in return, they gave a performance na ipagmamalaki ng mga Filipino na may Filipino boy band na kayang makipagsabayan sa mga sikat sa mundo. Images are all credit to the rightful owners. Thank you for watching Showbiz Now.